is selected. Entering settings screen. Enter game. Accessibility is selected. And menu narration option is set to off.
Another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Hey, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this a winning team.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Well, we've had that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe the other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Murray's pass.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
21 yards.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Cardinal 1st down.
Murray to air it out again. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. And this is certainly not what you want to see. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open receiver complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 17 carries, 91 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
4th down.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little. Maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And his guys will set up shop at... midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. Great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brings up third down.
Complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. The side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And
now a play fake here on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions, and the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly, and now first and goal, expect them to tap right here on this play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Matt Milano in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Murray now, third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by David Moore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 15.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right in the 35. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's got his man on the crossing route. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Cardinal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up at the 15. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Indeed, start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's power, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
From 21 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard
line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again here with Akers. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
That's caught at the 25. And he's in for a score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is was phenomenal.
For the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Rams getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 11. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
This is taken at about the 14. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
It's a gain of 60.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
From the gun, Murray, and he's got it. And a try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the... extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jones. And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Intended for Ricky Seals-Jones. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
7-yard line.
Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. It's a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 3-yard line.
On 2nd down now. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's good for an LA Rams. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to fire one deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 25-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jones complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
He's brought down back.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They'll go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. To throw it, Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's got his man on the crossing route. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Arizona.
To throw is Murray. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking for it. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
43.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.